right, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello there, guys. For some reason, my audio settings have messed up. Okay, great. I need to go figure out what's going on with the audio settings. Yes, I do. Give me a second here. Okay, I think I know what's going on. All right. Okay. Just a second while I fix the audio here. There we go. That should fix it. Double checking. Okay, almost there. Okay, we're good. All right, welcome to today's live stream, and I happen to have I don't know what's going on with me these days. I keep mashing words. So I was about to say I hit 500 subs on YouTube here, and instead of that I combined hit and 500 and I said fit. So yeah, I just hit 500 subs on YouTube, so I thought I'll make a little live stream just for that. And quite frankly, I have no idea where we are. All I know is we are somewhere on the island of Papua. Okay, that is where we are. We are in Papua New Guinea, and we're in the airport Goroka, AYGA. So let me put that in the nav bar there, AYGA, Goroka. That's where we're starting at the moment. Where are we flying to? I have no idea. We're just going to fly around and find ourselves there. There are many small airstrips in this area. So we're just going to fly around and have a look at the various airstrips in the area. Check out Guinea, how it looks like in the simulator. Everything is default in terms of scenery for today's flight. And even the aircraft is a default one. We're just using the Cessna Sky Courier, which comes default in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And this is up after the Sim Update 3. Have I noticed any improvements in performance? No, I haven't. Well, I haven't really flown a lot, so let's see how today goes in the first place. But I haven't really noticed much in the way of performance improvements. So yeah, let's have a look here. Let us have a look here. Okay. Excellent. Nobody in the chats at the moment. That's fine. Let us go in here and take a look at our aircraft. We're just going to take a quick look today. I want to get up out of here quick. So yeah. Today's aircraft is the Cessna Sky Courier 408, I believe. And yeah, it's a very It's a rather straightforward aircraft. Very useful for cargo, as you can see. We are flying the cargo variant today. It looks decent. Looks like a little van with wheels and wings and 2 engines. That's what it looks like. But yeah, fun little aircraft. Should be fairly straightforward to operate here. I have no idea how to operate some of the doors and stuff on this, but we're not going to worry about that today. We're not going to use any walk around mode or any of that, although I did use the walk around mode to get rid of our chocks and covers. So great. That being said, let's jump inside, get the aircraft started up, and we'll get on out of here. We fly through the wilderness, fly through the mountains, enjoy the scenery until we come upon another airstrip where we'll basically land. So before I start, let me just set up some smooth tracking here. That's gonna help make the whole thing look a little bit more realistic for us. Cinematic, yes please, that is exactly what I want. Start. There we go. Got that going for us. That looks good. See, just a subtle effect there, nothing too crazy. Anyway, let's take a look at our little nav map here. So we are at Goroka in Papua New Guinea, on the island of Papua near Indonesia. Obviously half of the island is Indonesia and the other half is Papua New Guinea. We're going to take off from right here in Goroka. There's plenty of airstrips around us. We're going to visit them, mess around for a bit till I decide to call it a day or something. And if anyone does pop in the chat with suggestions, we can always look at that if that is possible today. But yeah, that is basically what I'm going to do today for a 500 sub special. At least that's what we're starting with. Let's see where it goes. So yeah, I don't exactly have a lot of energy today, so I don't think it's going to be a very long live stream. It's going to be fun nonetheless. So let's go ahead and get the party started. Okay. Alrighty, sounds good, sounds good. Everything in the stream looks good. Yes, it does. That is good. Okay, great. Let me jump in here. And welcome to the cockpit, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very nice. Not too terrible. Good looking cockpit. A good looking cockpit. Okay, let's get rid of that for the time being. Let's go ahead and start up our aircraft, shall we? So if we come here, we can get the batteries on. It is incredibly loud, but anyway. Standby display on. I'm gonna put fuel boosters, not yet. Lights, where are our nav lights? We can put it in nav. What else do we need? Panel lights. Already on max for some reason, but I don't see anything. How do I turn on the lights? Is there a way to turn on the lights here?
TAWS system test.
I have no idea. Anyway, let's get our propeller up there, condition lever up there, throttle cracked open. Just there is enough. Yep, something like that. Should be enough. Fuel pumps on, please. That 2 to on. We can turn auto feather armed. Those are on standby. We can start our first engine if we want to. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Waiting for our left engine to start up. It should. And at the moment it isn't. So I wonder what's going on. Wait, which engine did I just... Oh, hold on. Give me a second. There must be something here that I'm missing. Okay. There we go. Starting left engines. Okay, good. That is definitely not the proper procedure to start this. Obviously, if you wanted to start it properly, you can just look at the checklist or something, which are right here. But we're not gonna do that today. Not gonna do that today. Let's pop back in here. Start our next engine. There's something. I'm pretty sure I'm missing some steps up. That's probably the reason why it doesn't exactly start up so smooth. Nonetheless, it does start. So we can start that up. We can put that up. We can put that up. I'll leave that on as well. Pitot heats can kind of wait, but I'll kind of turn it on already. Flaps. Let's drop our flaps to position 1. Beacon lights, anti-collision lights, taxi lights, up there please. What else? We can get that up. Okay. So fine, bleed air. Let's put that on. Starter right, starter left. There we go. We're looking good. Only thing we need to really do is set our lights to landing. This should technically be off. We should, set that up. Auto feather is armed. Everything else is looking good. Window heat. We don't really need that. Prop heat, I'll leave it on. No, we don't need that either. Okay, everything else is looking good. Display. Standby display. Should I leave it on? I'll just leave it off. What the hell? Okay. That is good. What is this? Emergency lights armed. Yes, please. Let's take a look at our flight plan for today. Should we program in something? Our origin is AYGA. We're going to program that in there. Come on. AY. What the? AY. Goroka. Enter. Runway. We didn't select a runway, did we? For today's takeoff runway, let's use... Headwind is coming from the other side. Oh. I think we can use 17R for takeoff today. So let's use 17R for takeoff. Alright, so let's do 17R, enter. There we go. En route, we're not going to put anything. Destination, where should we fly to first? Now, if I take a look at the little nav map thing right here. Near us, there should be AYCH, which seems like a decent runway there. So AYCH, we could come into AYCH runway. What are we landing at? Runway 21 into AYCH. So let's do that. AYCH. Come on. AYCH. Chimbo, that is correct. We're going to select that and we're going to go runway 21. Yeah, we got to go runway 21 today. Okay, enter that. There we go. We've got a basic rudimentary flight plan installed right there, and that's pretty much all we need to do. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Let's take a look at this thing. Is there a controller for this thing? How do I control this thing? There must be a multi thingy majiggy. I don't know. Detail all map options. Back. Does it have 2 panes that I can control? It doesn't, huh? Passenger oxygen on. That to that. Okay, fine. Fine. That should be fairly good enough. Autopilot here, let's have a look at it. Altitude selection, let's select 8,000 feet. Okay, we'll select 9,000 feet rather. Nav can be armed in advance. Yeah. Okay, great. We need to readjust the heading thing anyway. Okay, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to release our parking brake and we're going to turn this thing around. Perfect. There we go. Now we need to find ourselves at runway 17 right, and it is a slippery aircraft. I can't believe that this is an actual runway. That is so thin to be a runway. But anyway, going towards 17 right, which is not, I don't think it even has markings on 17 right. It's not exactly the best scenery in the world, but you know, it's the default stuff, so clearly it doesn't look very good. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Let's put that up. Put that up. We are ready for takeoff. Let's go. I'm gonna try my best to hand fly today as much as possible. Let's see how it goes. Rotate around 80 to 90 knots. 80, and that's enough. Up we go. Positive rate, but there's no need to put the gear up. It can't do that. Okay. There we go. Need to make a right turn if I'm not wrong. Papua looking very nice on either side. Alrighty. Cool. Let's put that flap up now. And let's turn ourselves to the right. A little steep there, but that's okay. The Sky Courier, it's not too bad at all. I like flying it, it's really nice to fly. Very gentle. Okay, there we go. That is the airstrip that we're leaving behind today. Should I turn on the autopilot for a second? I think I will. Autopilot, yaw damper. Nav mode is on as well, so let's see what it does. Altitude, let's go VS. Let's keep climbing there. Let's come down here on the RPM. Oh good lord. It only has 2 positions on that. That's not good. Okay, let's come down on the RPM. Cut down on the throttle a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. That is looking good. There we go. Let's mess around with the range here. That's not too far away. We can use this time to take a look at our views. Non-retractable gear there. Got some adjustments to make. All right. There is a mountain on the way. We're gonna clear it. Yeah, we'll be fine. Just stop head tracking just for a second here.
500. 400.
That's a little too much, isn't it? In terms of looking up and down, that's a little too much. So just gonna correct that a little bit. Okay. Onto turbo. How about that? I think that works. We're gonna hit into that. No, I don't think so. Okay, we're coming up on that airstrip. Okay, I'm just gonna slow ourselves down here. Okay, we need to take control here. So I'm just gonna give it a little bit of input there so we clear those mountains. Papua New Guinea. Full of mountains. But anyway, real fun to fly. Okay, pretty much the next valley we should be able to find ourselves at this airstrip. It's always fun to fly here with these low clouds all over. Okay, there we go. Just testing out the head tracking thing here. Just want to give it a bit more realism, you know what I mean? It's a little bit realism, but anyway, not gonna worry about that too much. Not gonna worry about it too much. We're coming up on the airstrip now, but problem is I can't really see it. I cannot really see it. So I'm just gonna... Okay, let's do that. 2.5 nautical miles, okay. Alright, runway 21 is right there, which means I'm just gonna take a right turn right about... Okay, after we pass this peak, I'll take a right turn. You know what? It's cleverer right now, so let me... Disconnecting auto, throttle them. Throttling down slightly. Okay. Heading into the clouds. Oh, good lord. I forgot about something. Let me start the sky dolly right there and then I'll disconnect. Let's have a look. Okay, I gotta be careful now. Trying to land this thing. Okay, mountain ahead. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn right here and then we're gonna come in. We're gonna turn this way and then turn left right here, and hopefully that will take us into the runway. Oh, good lord! There's a mountain right there. That's fine. Not too terrible. This must be a fun trip. Let's put our RPM back up. Passing through a little bit of rain there. We need to turn right. Oh god, I fear we may have missed our chance to turn right there. Yeah, we clearly did, but let's see if we can make it up this mountain and into that valley where we are supposed to be. I think the display is a little bit misleading there. Okay, I'm going to cut the throttle completely off. There we go.
400, 300, 400, 500.
Flaps down. We're supposed to do a lot of things after we took off, like the auto feathering and the fuel pumps and all of that stuff, but this aircraft isn't that realistic. We don't need to worry about it. Now if we look there, we can see the runway right here. That is a tough landing right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we do. Oh good lord, that is not an easy one, is it? Okay, that is not a good idea. Oh, no way. That is too short. That is too short to make that landing. Let's turn around here. Take a quick loop around and we'll come back in. Fully configured for landing. Just gonna turn off to our left here. Turn around and come back in for the landing. Nobody in the chats today. It looks really good. Papua New Guinea is looking really, really good. Anyhow, a little too slow for my liking, so let me just give us a little bit more power there as we turn around and come back in for a second shot at the landing. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I see the runway. Got mountain ahead. Let's make that turn and make that landing. See how it goes. Alrighty. That is okay. How on earth do you want me to land with so many things in the way? Why is this a feature? There's... Oh god. There's a tree in the way.
200, 200, 100, 100.
Come on. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to wherever we are. I have no idea what this... Chimbu, yeah, it's called Chimbu, I remember. Okay. Let's go ahead and have a look at how that landing went. I don't think it was the best landing in the world. But first ever landing with the Sky Courier. Let's see how it went. It's not a terrible looking airstrip for a default non-handcrafted place. I wish we could change aircrafts. You know how in X-Plane you can just change the aircraft from the menu? I wish we could do that. Unfortunately, we can't with Microsoft Flight Sim. Okay, let's pump the brakes for a second here. Go ahead and take a look at the landing replay. So let's take a look at the landing replay. Sky Dolly, hopefully he's on our side today. Let's have a look. Okay. Yes, it is. Okay. Should we do some cinematic? No, let's do a black. Let's do that instead.
500, 400, 300, 200.
Trees in the way, big problem.
100.
Oh, a little floaty there. That is not terrible at all. Let me have a look at another view. Yeah, that's a good view to have a landing replay from. We'll try this one first. Let's have a look at this.
500, 400.
How did this one go?
200. 200.
Yeah, the trees are the problem here. Look at that. And I tried to land a little too smooth with the floatiness, but you know, that wasn't too bad. There we go. Let's have a look at that from another point of view. How about this one? No, not this one. Let me try that. Let's take a look.
500, 400, 300, 200. 200, 100, 100.
Alrighty. Alrighty. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed that. If anyone's been watching this, I have no idea. Okay. That was pretty fun. It was not too bad at all. Okay. So that means we're ready to get ourselves out of here to our next destination. And we can do that. We can do that. Oh God, what have I done? Let's take a look at where we can go from here. Flight plane. Enter. Enter. Okay, let's talk about our origin now. Where are we at right now? Let's take a look at little nav map. We're at AYCH, so let's update that as our takeoff. AYCH, Chimbu Airport. From Chimbu, let's fly on to, how about, what is this place? Oh, that is a rough one to land into. These are rough airports to land into. We need at least 3,000 feet. 3,000 feet is okay, but anything less than that is going to be very rough for us. 2,300. Oh, good lord. Okay. You know what? I'm going to try it. Let's try it. Let's try landing into an airport which has about just 2,300 feet. AYMU. So let's go to AYMU. Come on. Does not recognize that. Okay. Oh, interesting. That runway is not even recognized. Okay. Okay, you know what? We'll put AYMH as our destination and we'll land at AYMU on the way. How about that? We can do that though. Yeah, that sounds good. So waypoint information for the time being, we're going to say our takeoff is AYCH. Let's do that. AY CH. Chimbu. Enter. Takeoff runway is going to be runway 3 this time. Okay, enter that. Enter that. And our destination en route waypoint, we're going to use AYMU. So let me just put that in. AY. AYMU. Okay, there we go. Giramban airstrip. All right, enter. And then our destination is going to be AYMH. Okay, that sounds like a plan. AYMH. Okay, Mount Hagen. What runway are we landing into? Into Mount Hagen. It would seem we should ideally run into runway 12 for our landing today. So let's do runway 12. Runway 12. Enter. There we go. Enter. And there's our flight plan for today, ladies and gentlemen. Done. Let's put away a little nav map there. Sounds like a plan. Great. That's fantastic. Do we have enough fuel? What do we have in terms of fuel quantity? Let's have a look. Fuel. That is plenty. That is plenty. Let's put our flaps back up to position 10 degrees. Okay, there we go. Sounds good. I like to get rid of those. It's a well-modeled. Oh, that's pretty cool. Cool. Okay, anyway. All right. Anti-collision, all of those on. Everything else here looking like it's in order. We're pretty much ready to get on out of here. And let's do that. Flight plan out there. Just take a look at our range. Oh god. Yeah, there we go. That's basically our plan. Okay. Releasing parking brake. Very nice. It's a beautiful looking airstrip. 80 knots. I'm rotating. Up out of there. To my left immediately.
200.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen.
300.
Leaving behind that airstrip right there.
200.
Beautiful. That's close. That's a close call.
300. 400.
Bringing down the propeller RPM, bringing down our throttle a little bit. Flaps up.
400.
So I'll climb a little bit and then we'll give it off to the autopilot there. Good. Very nice.
500.
That is looking good. All right. Giving it off to the autopilot there, VS. There we go. Nav mode engaged. All right, brilliant. We're gonna climb up to 9,000 feet pretty much, and we don't actually need to go to all the way to 9,000. We could go down to about 8,000 instead. Yeah. Looking good. Yeah, everything is looking good. Let's go to some cinematic. There's nobody here today. My chats are bone dry, ladies and gentlemen. My chats are bone dry. My next goal obviously is to reach 750 subs. So if you're watching this, do help the channel reach that goal of 750 subs. On to the next sub goal here of 750. Just achieved 500, so that is good news. Looking good. This is something that's very nice. When you fly around in Papua, you get all these low clouds. Well, they're low to the terrain, but the altitude is pretty high, so you get all this cloud formation that's literally kissing the ground, and it's really nice. It's really fun to fly into. We have a look at what's going on with our speed there. Need to cut it back just a little bit. Cut it back just a little bit. There we go. Just to make sure we don't overspeed ourselves. You know what I mean? Okay. Cut the speed a little bit there. Let's enjoy that. Beautiful. All right, we're getting very close to the airport, as you can see. The first place where we're going to be performing a touch and go. So we're going to need to... oh God. It's a grass strip. It is a grass strip that we're going to be landing into. Let me show you guys a little nav map for a second. So we got to land in to runway 34 here. Oh, look at that. There's a nice little rainbow there. Very nice. Very cool. Oh, we got rain. We got rain. Yes, we do. We got rain. This looks so cool. Okay, let's go into our normal mode here and prepare for landing ourselves. Okay, to do that, I'm going to disengage autopilot here. I'm going to cut down my throttle. And I'm going to pitch ourselves straight down. Okay. Ooh, that is too high. Our rate of descent completely blinded there by the terrain. Okay, I'm just gonna mess around with the range a little bit. Yeah, that's much better. 2.5 nautical mile range. Okay. Basically just gotta follow the river and we should be able to come up on our landing strip. Oh, hold on. I forgot an important detail. Starting sky dolly, don't crash, and okay, good. Great. Okay, so this is gonna be fascinating because I can't see a damn thing. Oh my god, as if flying in Papua New Guinea wasn't bad enough. We really can't see a thing now. Going to make a turn here because that's what I'm supposed to do. And I should come across on the airstrip. Oh god, I have no idea.
300.
Good lord, where is it?
300.
It should be right here somewhere. I don't see it. I do not see it, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea where it is.
200.
Come on. Where is it?
200.
Come on. Come on. Where are you? Is that it? Right ahead of us. Oh, good lord. This is it.
200. 100.
Okay.
100.
Okay. Alrighty. That is so cool. That is so cool, ladies and gentlemen. I did not think we were going to make that. I really didn't think we were going to make that. Here we are. Here we are, though. That is cool. That is very, very cool. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Okay, let's turn around. Let's turn ourselves around here. Okay. And there is the grass strip. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, we're gonna put our parking brakes on. That was incredible. I really enjoyed that. That was fun. That was fun indeed. Let's go ahead and take a look at that beautiful landing replay there. That was so fun. That was definitely fun. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. All right. Okay, before I do, let me readjust the head tracking a little bit. Because it is a little bit too much, isn't it? It's a little bit too much, so let me just bring it down here to about that. Start that. And that's much better. Yep, I think that's much better. Alrighty, okay, let's have a look at how that went. Rewinding. Okay, let's see how that went. How did that landing replay go?
100.
Good lord. That was quite fun. And smooth too. Smooth as butter. That was fun. That was definitely fun. Very nice. Okay, let's take a look at it from another viewpoint. Remember, we can't see a thing at the moment, right?
100.
So let's try this view here. That'll always be fun. Look at that.
$200, $100.
Really, really cool.
100.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's have a look at that again from another view. That is, look at this. This is the view that we have. Mind you, I've never flown into this airstrip before, so just complete nothing. Really cool.
200.
I like to pat my own back on this one.
$200, $100. 100.
All right. Now let's have a look at what we saw from the cockpit. From the dash of the cockpit, more or less.
100.
And then we shall carry on our trip here into Mount Hagen as our final destination for today, most likely.
200. $200. 100.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay. Fantastic. All right, let's now go on our final leg for the day, which is going to take us into Mount Hagen. All right, so we got to make some adjustments here. So we're going to go to Mount Hagen now. Perfect. Let's put our flaps to position 10. All the lights and all that stuff are in the right position. I don't know, for some reason I don't know how to turn on. Oh, that's all it lights up. It's interesting. Anyway. Whatever. Not really worried about it. Okay. Before I take off, let me just take a look at our mapping options here. It's pretty okay. It is pretty okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our last leg of the day. Let's go ahead and take off and end up on our last destination for today, Mount Hagen. Unless someone pops up into the chat, which I don't see, so Mount Hagen it is. Release. Let's see, I don't know whether we'll be able to take off from here. Cessna Sky Courier does require 3,000 feet of runway, or more or less. We don't have 3,000 feet of runway here. Let us see. We can take off. Okay. Out we go. There we go. Beautiful. 300.
400.
Okay. Let's turn our aircraft very steeply. Off to where we're supposed to go off next. I have no idea where we're supposed to go off next, by the way. Are we going to the right place? I'll have to check by increasing the range here. Yes, that is Mount Hagen, yeah. Yeah, that's Hagen, right? Yeah, that is Mount Hagen. Okay, there we go. Heading off to our final destination. We'll hand fly this because it is our last little leg for the day. I don't need to be climbing like a madman. There we go. Very rainy, very bumpy. That's okay. That's okay. Can actually give it off to the autopilot if we wanted to. But it's a short hop, there's really no point. Okay, so runway 12, we're gonna have to make a U-turn, fly downwind and turn around. Cut that throttle slightly. Flaps it up. Everything looking good. We shouldn't be running into any mountains or any of that, but I have no visibility to tell for certain. Hopefully I won't. It's a little too... This aircraft is really easy to fly. Maybe it's just not accurately done in the simulator. Could be why. But yeah, looking good. 15 nautical miles away. Less than 15, more like 10 nautical miles away. Great. Alrighty, that is not too bad. That is not too bad. Let's reduce the range on this slightly. Have a better view there. Okay. Yeah, alright, that sounds about right. Again, we don't have visibility on our side. We do not have visibility on our side. We are heading towards a mountain now. So we can make our turnaround in just a little bit. Got a rainbow. It's pretty cool. Okay. Turn myself slightly off to the left there. Really cool. Okay, let me reduce the range there to 2.5. Let's get Sky Dolly running in advance so I don't have to scramble at the last second. And coming in for the final landing of the day. There we go, let me just make that turn there. We can head into where we need to go into. Beautiful. Let's cut that throttle a little bit, shall we? Alrighty. Okay. Okay. This is supposed to be a rather regional airport, somewhat of a major airport here. So we should be able to see it, and I think we do see it off to the... Well, am I just imagining things? I have no idea. But let's find out. Let's see how it goes. Coming into lane, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's so dark down there. Okay. Speed is quite slow. Not exactly, but yeah. Okay, turning in. Still 2.5, more than 2.5 nautical miles away. Probably like 3 nautical miles away at the moment. We're heading towards the foot of runway 12. Gorgeous. It's okay, we're not gonna do that. Turning in. Just want to speed it up a little bit. Okay, we got some visuals of the ground, so that's good. The runway should be lit as well. Let us have a look. Ooh, I missed that. Busy playing around. Sorry, my bad. I was playing around with the head tracking and I missed that completely. Anyway, still got plenty of distance to make to the runway. Let's see, where is it? Wait, it's right ahead of us. Oh, good lord, it's right here. What? No, we can't put the flaps down just yet. That is terrible on my part. I apologize. Completely took the eye off the ball there, but we'll be able to make a landing. No worries. Let's make an extreme one right here. There we go. Flaps down. Full flaps. Turning around. There's our runway. Oh, good lord. That is not an easy landing. Coming in fast, but that's okay.
400, 300, 300, 200, 100.
There we go. We don't need reverse. Welcome. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Mount Hagen. Here in Papua. Just gonna go ahead and turn us around right here. Welcome. Cool. Take a look at that landing replay in just a second. Just put the flaps up. Pitot heats can come off as well. Auto feather. Oh, good lord. Gonna run off there. Okay, that's fine. Fuel pumps off. All right, welcome to Mount Hagen. Let's just find ourselves a little parking and we'll take a look at our landing replay for the last landing replay for today. Okay. Finding ourselves parking. We could just turn in here. Yeah, we can just park in front of the fuel box. We could park opposite one of these aircrafts as well. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Perfection. Look at the mud build up on that. That is a really lovely detail, isn't it? The build up of mud. That is really cool. I like that. Obviously, we've landed in quite a number of muddy places today. And there's a nice build up of mud on the airframe. That is really, really cool. I love that. Okay, very nice. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our landing replay at Mount Hagen. That is a beautiful scene, man. Okay. Let us take a look from right here. Check that out. Oh, Lord.
500, 400, 300, 300, 200, 100,
'Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at a few more landing replays here, and then we shall call it here. Okay, how about right here? We'll start here. Let me try this view.
Five hundred, 400, 300, 300, 200, 100,
'Okay. Let's take one more landing replay, and then I shall end it here for today's stream. Right here. Let's go here. Final landing replay, ladies and gentlemen, for today. Let's take a look at how it went.
500, 400, 300, 300, 200, 100,
All right, there we go. Very, very nice. All right, hope you guys really enjoyed today's live stream. If you did, please do leave a like. Consider subscribing, following, all that good stuff. Hope you guys really had fun here, and thank you once again for 500 subs on YouTube. Let's press on towards the goal of 750, and we still got a long way to go on Twitch and Kick, but we'll get there. Thank you very much for tuning in. I shall catch you guys in the next live stream, all right? I shall catch you guys in the next one. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to leave it here. Bye-bye and have a good day. Ooh, this is where we went off a little bit. But yeah. All right, with that, I'd like to leave it here. Bye-bye and have a good day. Bye.